Hello, everyone. Welcome to our short session on effective PI planning. For many of us, PI planning could be an intimidating and a humongous task. So, I have come up with a few pointers which you could refer to before you do your PI planning to make it smoother and easier. So, here we are. So, when it comes to collaboration tools which are using these days like Jira, Mural, Muro, ensure these are tried and tested well before your PI planning. And if we are doing any big room planning, video, audio, lighting setup should have been checked and tried well before. Along with that, the stationery, the artifacts should have been readied. Now, book your calendar events for all these PI planning events well in advance and ensure mandatory participation of product management team, product owners, business owners, and all the other key stakeholders. Send out the calendar invites well in advance. The management should be aligned with our product vision. Along with that, the product management team and the architects should also have reached a consensus over the architectural vision. If there are any stakeholders who are new to pre PI planning or new to PI planning, have some refresher sessions so that they're aligned to the PI planning. Load the program backlog with top 10 features. Now, these top 10 features should be aligned and should belong to one single art. Communication is one of the key elements. So, when it comes to communication and when you define program objectives, ensure they are communicated and made visible. Along with that, the key milestones, the business context, the vision should have been communicated well in advance as part of pre PI. Program objectives should have a business value. Now, the exercise of assigning a business value to the program objective increases the levels of collaboration and communication between the product management team, business owners, and the product owners. Now, during PI planning, there should be rigorous communication between the RTE and the Scrum Masters to make your PI planning smoother. We all know planning is the most crucial element. So, our go to mantra is plan, do, check, adapt, communicate continuously. Another point is do not plan in detail, plan only up to foreseeable future. Now, when it comes to user stories, do not plan granular level of user stories, leave them for sprint planning. Now, user stories with dependencies should be planned well ahead or earlier in the PI than later. Now, avoid any spaghetti like user dependencies on the program board. Plan your program objectives to be smart, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. While creating the program objectives, define team objectives as well and ensure these team objectives roll up to the program objectives. We define program goals. So also plan your sprint goals. Now, this allows us to measure the progress made by the teams towards their sprint goals. Now, if the teams are underconfident around certain areas or around certain stories, put them as uncommitted objectives and do not plan any capacity for them. Incorporate previous PI lessons into the current PI. Avoid any pitfalls from the previous PI planning. Plan and define your working agreements. This is to instill discipline and also to ensure buy in, agreement, commitment, and availability among the team members. Last but not the least, treat visibility, availability, ease of access to the program, risk, and dependencies boards as areas of paramount importance. Follow and subscribe our YouTube channel and visit our Benzene website for more such articles. Happy PI planning!